The full story of getting my stage name, Iggy Azalea, is a two-part saga.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most surprising and fascinating origins behind some of music's most iconic stage names.
I don't know if you could get a better name than Ringo Starr.
I know, far out.
Number 10, SZA. SZA is known for writing relatively personal songs, so it makes sense that her stage name holds deeper significance. Born Solana Imani Rowe, she explained that she connected with the Supreme Alphabet, a system from the 5% Nation that gives each letter its own symbolic meaning. Like RZA from Wu-Tang Clan, she took inspiration from the system but made it her own. In the Supreme Alphabet, S usually stands for savior, but that didn't really click for her.
SZA just kind of like arrived at me, and then the Supreme Alphabet and everything else that it meant.
I love SZA,
So she switched it up and made it either sovereign, reflecting freedom and self-rule, or savior, which gives the sense of empowerment and owning your choices.
I need me at least about 4 of them, more of them, more you on me, on us.
Number 9, Chappell Roan. This phenomenon made a splash in the early 2020s, standing out with everything from her empowering lyrics to her bold drag persona. But her stage name actually comes from a much more personal place. Roan, whose real name is Kaylee Rose Amstutz, explained that her name is a tribute to her late grandfather, Dennis K. Chappell. Before he passed away in 2016, she told him about her plans to use his name in her stage persona. As for Roan, it came from a cowboy song called The Strawberry Roan, which just happened to be her grandfather's favorite.
Down in the horse corral, standing alone, is an old Cavallo, a strawberry roan.
She's definitely making him proud.
On the stage in my heels, it's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club.
Number 8, Halsey. Did you know that Halsey is an anagram for Ashley, the singer's real name?
Look as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you.
While that definitely played a part in choosing it, there's certainly more to it. If you're familiar with Brooklyn, you might already be one step ahead.
Your real name is Ashley, and you mixed up the letters.
Okay, technically you are right. But I got it from the street in Brooklyn, the stop off the L train.
Yep, Halsey comes from Halsey Street Station in Brooklyn. The singer was involved with someone who lived near there around the time they decided to pursue music. They felt that while Ashley wasn't a star, Halsey had the potential to be, so it became their alter ego. Free from the limitations they felt that might have held them back as Ashley.
I believe that we're meant to be.
Number 7, Iggy Azalea. Amethyst Amelia Kelly already sounds like a great stage name, but that's actually this rapper's real name.
Do that, Gigi walk. Say do that, Gigi walk. Do that, Gigi walk.
So where did Iggy come from? The short answer? Her dog, Iggy. The rapper was so in love with her pet that she had a nameplate made in his honor, which she'd wear often. People started mistaking Iggy for her real name, so she just went with it.
And I got a nameplate necklace made in his honor because I just thought it was cool. And everybody started to think that my name was Iggy. So it kind of became my nickname, and I took it on board and started rapping with it.
As for Azalea, that was inspired by her grandfather, who worked in showbiz and encouraged her not to just go with a mononym. She chose Azalea because it's where her family lives, and she just liked how it sounded.
And I chose Azalea because that is a street that my mom and family live on, and I loved Azalea because it sounds very feminine, and I thought it would balance out Iggy being so masculine.
Number 6, Megan Thee Stallion. Unlike everyone else on this list, this rapper kept her first name but replaced the rest with Thee Stallion.
He goes, dang, but you find you a stallion. I'm like, what is that? Like, I didn't know what it was.
She explained that as a tall teenager and early developer, older men would often call her a stallion. Curious to find the meaning in such a label, she decided to own it. She first used the name on her socials before recording under it.
So I had to go and I had to ask around, I had to ask my uncle, what's a stallion? He was like, oh yeah, making that mean you tall and fine. I was like, oh yeah, that is me. So I changed my name on like everything to Thee Stallion. So I've been Thee Stallion since like high school.
You've probably also heard her referred to as the H-Town Hottie, a nickname that she chose for herself. Anyway, we love how she took this title from her youth and turned it into something empowering. Go get it, girl. Own your body, oddy, 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 oddy. Number 5, The Weeknd. Who doesn't love The Weeknd? There's a reason Daniel Craig became a meme, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weeknd.
Okay, none of that has anything to do with this origin story. Abel Tesfaye, his real name and how he's now chosen to be known, said The Weeknd actually reflects the start of his career.
Cause I can see the sun light up the sky, so I hit the road in overdrive, baby.
In a Reddit AMA, he shared that at 17 he dropped out of high school and one weekend he and his friend Lamar grabbed their mattresses, packed it into a van and never looked back. Somewhere along the way he must have dropped the final E. Kidding, of course. He just wanted to avoid legal issues with the Canadian group The Weeknd. Number 4, Bono. The Irish singer-songwriter Paul David Hewson didn't come up with Bono himself. It was actually a friend who suggested it.
Born Paul David Hewson, he was dubbed Bono by his childhood best friend.
The name comes from the Latin bona vox, meaning good voice. Pretty standard, huh? But that's not the whole story. Apparently, as a teenager in Ireland, he was part of a surrealist street gang called Lipton Village. Near where they hung out was a hearing aid store called Bonovox, which ended up inspiring his name. Before settling on Bono, he reportedly tried out Hoisman, Houseman, Bon Murray, Bonovox of O'Connell Street, and one so long we won't even try to pronounce it. Safe to say, he made the right call. Number 3, Ringo Starr. Before the Beatles were even a thing, Richard Starkey had already rebranded. He left his factory job to join the skiffle band Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, and that's when Ringo Starr was born.
Ringo Starkey didn't sound rocking, so I just Ringo Starr, yeah. And that's what many people know me up to this day.
He felt that the name just fit the group's style, and also played into his love of American cowboy culture. As for Ringo, well, that came from the classic thing of where people latch onto something distinctive about you, like, say in this case, wearing a lot of rings.
I wore quite a few rings, which I don't wear now, and it's, in Liverpool, it's like, if you get known, so people would start calling, "Hey, Rings, what's going on?"
Starr later joked about how funny it was hearing his flashy stage name alongside the more everyday sounding John, Paul and George.
It's always sounded funny though. John, Paul, George, Ringo.
Number 2, Lady Gaga. Born Stephanie Germanotta, Lady Gaga started as a nickname when she was beginning her music career, representing everything she wanted to be as an artist. The story goes further. Her name was inspired by Queen's Radio Gaga.
I mentioned earlier on your name, Lady Gaga, and I have already asked you, this is based on the Queen song?
Yes. Apparently something about her just screams Radio Gaga. Though she's never confirmed this part, her producer at the time said that it came from an autocorrect mishap when he tried to text the Queen's song title. Gaga has shared that almost everyone calls her Gaga, but never Lady, because that would be weird. We guess we can't be too ducking mad at autocorrect, because from that moment, a star was born.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Pink. Pink has shared a few different stories about her name, and some are definitely more NSFW than others. One version is that it came from a childhood nickname inspired by the outspoken Mr. Pink from Reservoir Dogs.
Because of Reservoir Dogs came out and Mr. Pink was in there and he was the outspoken one. So I got dubbed.
As for the more colourful version, well, apparently Pink, real name Alicia Moore, had a friend who was curious about how a certain anatomical feature looked on a white woman. And let's just say she enlightened him, and the name stuck. Not everyone on her team was a fan of that version though, so it's a good thing that they had the Reservoir Dogs narrative to fall back on.
When I get embarrassed, I turn pink, and somebody embarrassed me really bad, I turn pink. It's something I never lived down actually, and now it's just, I really never live it down.
Have you heard any other cool backstories of musicians' stage names? Let us know in the comments.
Your mum calls you Gaga.
Yes.
Your friends all call you Gaga?
Yes.
Do they call you Lady Gaga or just Gaga?
Just Gaga. I
Just
think
Gaga.
it's weird when they call me lady.
Oh, of course.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.